Hi, I'm Yasmin Hussain, and this week we look back at the top motoring news stories of the year.
The Detroit Auto Show saw the world premiere of the Mini Roadster, the sixth model to join the lineup and Mini's first convertible two-seater. But this was to be the first of a batch of retro-themed ragtops, as Volkswagen went on to unveil the cabriolet version of its classically styled Beetle. And Jaguar drew upon the heritage of the iconic E-Type for the design of its all-new F-Type Roadster, which all but stole the show in Paris. 2012 saw the return of a true motoring icon, in the form of the Routemaster double-decker bus. The new bus is the first to be specially designed for London in over 50 years, with space for 87 passengers, reviving the classic hop-on, hop-off platform. Said to be over 50% more efficient than the bendy buses it replaces, the new Routemaster has gone into service on Route 38 between Victoria Station and Hackney. Geneva saw Ferrari pull the covers off its most powerful ever road car, the F12 Berlinetta. The front-engine V12 supercar laps the Fiorano test track quicker than an Enzo and tops 211 miles per hour flat out. Meanwhile, Lamborghini unveiled what it described as the most uncompromising open super sports car of its entire history, the Aventador J. The designers dispensed with the roof and the windscreen in the 700 horsepower two-seater to offer an extreme wind-in-the-hair motoring experience at speeds in excess of 185 miles per hour. In what was still a tough year for car sales in most markets, the SUV sector continued to grow, so car makers were rushing out new products, large and small, to satisfy demand. At the compact end of the market, General Motors unveiled the Vauxhall Mocha, along with a sibling from Chevrolet, the Trax. In the mid-sized class, Honda's all-new CR-V will go head-to-head with Ford's latest Cougar, while at the luxury end of the market we saw large SUV concepts from both Bentley with the EXP 9F and Lamborghini with the Urus. Maserati confirmed that its Cuban concept will reach production as the Levante. But the big headlines were all about Land Rover's unveiling of the new 2013 Range Rover at the Paris Motor Show. Royal festivities were in full swing by the summer, as the wedding of Wills and Kate was followed by the Queen's Diamond Jubilee celebrations. Ferrari teamed up with Italy's 4th Mounted Carabinieri Regiment to honour Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth at the Diamond Jubilee pageant, with a demonstration of superb horsemanship. Meanwhile, over at the Goodwood Festival of Speed, Mercedes-Benz was celebrating a diamond anniversary all of its own, as the classic gull-winged SL turned 60. Possibly the biggest event of the year was the London 2012 Olympics, and car companies were keen to get involved, none more so than headline sponsor BMW. As well as providing a fleet of cars to transport VIPs, it came up with a nifty radio-controlled Mini to ferry javelins, discuses, hammers and shots back from the field to the throwing area in the Olympic Stadium. And even after the closing ceremony, Jaguar called upon the services of Golden Girl Jessica Ennis to promote its new F-Type, while Nissan appointed Sprint Supremo Usain Bolt as Director of Excitement, creating a special Bolt Gold GTR, which was auctioned off for charity on eBay. It was a big year for mainstream hatchbacks, as Volvo waded into one of the most competitive sectors with its all-new V40. Another new but extremely significant player was Mercedes, which reinvented its new A-Class, pitching it squarely at the likes of the all-new Audi A3. As part of the VW group, the A3 shares platforms and key components with the brand new Seat Leon, as well as the daddy of all hatchbacks, the Volkswagen Golf, which was revealed in its brand new 7th generation. The James Bond movie franchise celebrated its 50th anniversary with the 23rd outing for Agent 007 in Skyfall. Capitalizing on the global fascination with Bond, Visit Britain launched a huge tourism campaign to promote the home of the suave British icon, And Harrods got in on the act by devoting its shop window display to the Land Rover Defender featured in the opening scenes of the new film. Bond continues to be associated with the Aston Martin brand, so perhaps his next outing will see him behind the wheel of the new Vanquish. The composite-bodied Grand Tourer can hit 62 miles per hour from rest in a shade over 4 seconds, surely enough to outrun even the fastest of Bond baddies. In Formula 1, it was Sebastian Vettel who took the honours once again, winning his third consecutive Drivers' World Championship, ahead of Ferrari's Fernando Alonso in a closely fought contest. As Vettel became the youngest ever triple world champion, 2012 also saw Lewis Hamilton wave goodbye to McLaren, ending a 15-year relationship with the team as he moves on to Mercedes for 2013. We saw some crazy car videos in 2012. Lexus created a full-size racetrack tracing the outline of Sports Illustrated swimsuit model Tori Praver's body, while Ferrari pitted its F1 drivers in a head-to-head, driving the new four-wheel drive FF on the ski slopes. Meanwhile, Skoda teamed up with US rapper Exhibit to promote its pimped-out Yeti Urban Special Edition, which rolled out of the Czech Coast Customs body shop. But ultimately, nothing could touch the weirdness of dogs driving cars. Animal trainers in New Zealand got rescue pooches to prove their intelligence by teaching them to drive, with amazing results.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out next week's edition for more motoring news.